puto. It's like I would say like a man whore. It could be described like it's how I take it because the feminine puta is just like a whore. Que puta. But it's very derogatory. It gets so much. It's unintelligent. And I tell you, or intellectually lazy does have a lot of anger to it. Now, it's not just that particular word, and what it means is just, it's derogatory. You'd say, oh, bitch. How you just say that to somebody when you're having I'm not gonna go into specifics of it. You're having a discussion, you're having animosity, but you just realize, well, you're obviously upset, you're angry, and now you're creating a lot of anger in me. Now I'm gonna say, reciprocate, I'm gonna come back with another angry word, and we just go back and forth. I mean, it's barbaric. People perpetuate this savageness, and there's people that just, they love that savageness, they love that anger, but where do you go from there? It's like, let's say someone does that, like, what do you do then? Maybe talk like this, and ask, and you just, not just ridicule, make fun of them, but you just talk to them, what they are and why they're angry, until they feel kind of certain kind of way they're brought down, right? And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's like, it's like an animal instinct, it's like, and it's just like, well, all right, they're easy. I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna get into that, but it does just have a lot of anger and animosity, and it doesn't seem to go anywhere. I mean, where do you go from there? All you didn't do is just create a lot of anger, and just, derogatory words, curse words, and this and that, just thrown at each other, And my part, oh yeah, I mean, how many times I said that to somebody, but it's what I'm saying. You really can't really go anywhere from there, especially with that tone. I mean, what are you gonna do with a guy like that? It's hatred. That's what that is, and it's it doesn't seem, it just doesn't seem when someone says that to you, even if it means whore or bitch, it's like, you talk about now, even a female, it's like really, it's a form of disrespect, but also, I mean, you're really not gonna go anywhere positive after that. Let's say you have a disagreement with someone and say, you're just lazy. That's what it is, and you even talk like that. And even if someone calls you lazy, it's like, well, all right, so I had this, and you can have that kind of conversation, When you just say, oh, puto, or you're a bitch, or a whore, it's somebody argues about the meaning of that. And arguably, let's say we get an argument, and I don't even know you like that, and you call me a whore, or something like that. How am I a whore when I'm not the opposite of that as well, So a lot of times when people, call you a name like that, just derogatory, it's like, they're trying to insult you, they're trying to get you to that level so you actually feel that or something. Or maybe they're the ones that are that, There could be that as well, but I'm not even gonna go there. It's just about using a certain demeaning word, and you to show your frustration and anger, All it does is make your blood boil, you get angry and stuff inside, And again, it could be fighting words, because you're not gonna have someone, I think you're lazy and you're ineffective, and I really feel like this and that. Like, all right, you want to fight? I mean, a total 8 my but it would be like, no, let him finish. And he goes, hey, you fucking whore. Hey, what the fuck are you? And, he gets really excited. Now you go for anger. Who knows? Maybe someone will swing. Maybe someone will throw another angry word, right? It leads to that. That's that savage barbarian. I mean, a functioning society can function like that. Even on a small level, even if it's just you and another guy and you exchange those words, it's just kind of productive. I mean, if everybody went into that, and let's say like I don't know, a state of New Jersey, it'd be like a Civil War state of New Jersey or something, on a smaller level. If everybody started doing it, or everybody in the country. It's about negativity, and also just, It is a form of a fight, even if it's just words. You know, words have meaning, words have depth, and it does affect your mood. It does affect your a day or whatever. You know, it puts you down and it breeds animosity. It's a form of negativity. You know, even if you think someone's lazy, but you just use a certain kind of tone and you explain it. You know, it's well, obviously, you know, that's what I think of, like a work performance of this and that. But you know, the real thing is just, you know, how people just, um, you know, instead of just approaching you and say, well, you said this, this, and that, just they cower down. It's like a cowardice, and it's a cowardice, and it breeds malice as well. You know, like I mean, someone just calls me that, just like I have no respect for that person. You know, it's like I'm not gonna do anything with that person ever. Like, you know, and it is a sign of weakness as well. You know, because that's all you have, just your little anger. It was like, oh, what are you so angry about? You know, why would you call me that? You want to talk about it? You know, it's just a lot of people, they don't want to talk about it. They just want to, you know, do that stuff. But, I mean, when someone is just, that's all they have to say, it's just like, wow, that's it? You have anything else to say about that? You know, it's like, I mean, or someone just, you know, stares at you, just, you know, just like wants to do something. It's like, I mean, it just, you know, you feel it kind of, you know, you see it in their eyes, like, well, you look at me like that. But also, it is a form of just a cowardice, and it's like, it's very immature, you know? It's very mature to the point where, like, you can't even have a mindset, you can't even be a human being and actually have a discourse about that, about anything. You know, all you have to do is just throw a curse word at me with anger. I mean, that's, you know, it's like the period in the sentence when you're really upset. Imagine that's the first thing you say. I mean, you didn't even say anything, right? Did you? It would be like an exclamation point or something like that. It's because it's very heavy and thick, you know? It's loaded with a lot of anger and stuff, but just doesn't, it carries a punch, but, you know, it's like you know, there's a whole process when you are trying to discuss something where they're just, you know, hitting people. And this has nothing to do with, like, you know, are you a fighter, this and that, can you really fight, are you athletic, or like, you know, are really masculine or something like that. Like, that sounds like someone could be masculine, but it's really emasculine, you know? There's a lot of people that just get angry and just throw a curse word. Kids could do that. Mommy, I don't like you, shit, or something like that. It's like, oh, you know, what do you do with, I mean, and there is that going around, you know, that's shit. It's like, oh, it's like so unappealing, you know? It's just like, you know, like, can you, like, give me an explanation why, in your opinion, it's S-H-I-T? And that's what the reason I started putting the one there, you know? There is that thing with the vowel, it's a spice in language, you know? It's a flavor. Imagine, and I talked about, imagine there was no vowels, it's just consonants. That'd be like the Polish language. I'm kidding, they even have the U and the I and the Z. Sometimes they don't even know what the Y, no, they know what the Y is. But it would be just like a very bland language, you know? You know, I just, whenever you talk the word S-H-I-T, I'll put the one in there. Just, you know, I don't want to use a vowel for that nasty word. I even like to use that word. You know, it's just so demeaning, derogatory, and disgusting. And it's like, it doesn't even have any background to it, you know? I mean, it's all right. So you obviously it's a negative, but can you actually, you know, give a little thought why you don't like that? You know, as everyone starts saying it, it's like, oh, it just becomes like a diluted state of mind. You know. But yeah, I mean, it's just how, you know, it's just how a lot of people come off as, you know. I get it. There's animosity, this and that. I understand that, but you know. If that's all you have, well, that's probably why there's animosity, you know? If that's all that's how you're gonna express yourself, well, you know, that's probably, you know, at the beginning, why we don't get along, you know? You have no substance towards you to, you know, to express yourself in this way. All you have is anger and just, you know, anger and just frustration. It doesn't matter, how many times you say the same thing over and over. It's like, I mean, you're not really telling me anything why you're angry and upset. I just know that you hate me. I mean, that's pretty much easy, I could probably pick that out with just how you look at me. It's not, I could see you staring at me and it's like you want to have a fight or something. I know that. So, you have the gift for expression and language, and that's all you come up with. I mean, you really didn't even let me know any much further. I just realized it. You're simple-minded, and so I ridicule and make fun of simple-minded people. And then we're gonna talk about, like, let's say this turns off, because in a couple seconds I have to relight it again. Like a lot of you people, or some people say, "Oh shit." Ew. Well, all right, but I didn't. I let it go too soon. I was babysitting it or something. I mean, you could play with language, or you could just play. I really messed that one up. I messed that up. It's like, you don't really see it has no substance, no flavor, And you could go in the text room chat and just, even people aren't angry. They put emojis or emoticons. Like, I really don't understand what you're trying to say. It's not really language. It's like, it's almost like a computer program. You just type in numbers and stuff. Angry numbers. It's not meaningless, but it's just so dry. It's like, I could go making analogies about this all day. I just don't want it to bother me because, there's so much to life, especially on this earth, especially on this planet. Look at this. I found this laying around. People people would buy it, put it around their house, thousands of them in their nice little yard. And then, it's like they just discard it. But, this is a man-made, And you could go get this for free, but also, I mean, it's just like, it shines and it's all the different colors, And you can put this in your yard for decoration, but, there's so many, this took thousands, if not longer, years for it to be like that, You're a speck, you may be 23, 32, 45, on this earth, this stood so much time in the ground. It got developed in earth, and it came out to be this beautiful. Who are you? This outlasted you and will still outlast you. It will outlast me as well. Just the thought alone is just like, wow, man. And some of these stones, rocks, been millions of years. Iron ore, just the sticks. I mean, if you don't have a respect for that, you just like, you think about, oh shit. It's like, wow, well, I understand that. A lot of people that say that probably, wouldn't have a concept of that, wouldn't have a respect for that. I mean, it's like, well, I am gonna show this, but I don't know if they came and pick it up, but I never remember how much I paid for it, but it doesn't have so much color and you can see what it is, instead of just having like I don't know, just letters said elephant, and you could put different letters. It's it's okay. Oh, actually, no, maybe not, because actually I'm starting to think maybe that would be cool too, but it's just a white painting or stuff, white canvas painting on a white wall. It just doesn't have any substance, doesn't have any flavor, just like, it's just dull. That's how I see that. Except that animosity is dull, but with a lot of anger. So it's like red and just like, ugh. And this is just, colorful, vibrant, and it's a creature that, is powerful, but at the same time, you just take a look at it every day, just, it is a relaxing form, But, went off on the deep end about that one, didn't I? Yeah, just, have I used curse words? I was angry, yeah, but there's just, it's like the end result of anger. I don't appreciate that. You know, it's very common in today's world. Very common. So and it actually was for like a long period of my life. That's why I really didn't get along with people that much. People that do that, you have no flavor, you have no taste, you have no intelligence. All you have is your angry, childish, angry words. It's like a 3-year-old just picked up a curse word, you're just gonna use it all the time. Except, that 3-year-old, I'm pretty sure he could be taught and just stop to use it and express himself. If grown people behave like that, I mean, the next thing is just, violence or something, chaos, madness. You wouldn't want to be around people like that, right? And just really it's undeserving of anyone's time that is trying to be peaceful and trying to enjoy life, trying to have something nice in life.